Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog, I guess you can say. Now, this is something that I've been kind of meaning to address. I've been responding to a lot of comments, a lot of messages as well to this whole topic, and I feel like in a time of uncertainty, although I don't have any sort of power over what I control or whatever, you might be influenced by. I do want to kind of address this and really kind of assure you guys that it's really going to be all right here in the future. All right, so talk a little bit about a couple comments, a couple messages that I've been receiving over and over, especially in the last 48 hours. All right, so this is something that I've been kind of receiving a lot over the last 48 hours. I've been receiving this for about 3 to 5 days, but I'd say in the last 2 days, this has kind of been really amped up in a way, and I think a lot of people know kind of what's going on in society. So I just want to kind of address this stuff. The first thing is a lot of people keep asking me, how is this going to affect my business? Am I going to be finished? Am I going to be done with this? Is there any sort of way you can kind of go about doing something else differently? In terms of like the buy and sell world, a lot of the buying aspect as well as the selling aspect has been really shut down recently. In the last, I'd say like 48 hours, thrift stores have closed down throughout the entire state. I think they're going to be closed for the next 2 weeks. Flea markets most of them have stayed open. Some haven't even opened yet. It's still kind of early in the year. I know we have some of these nice days. Today it's supposed to be high of 58. So with that in mind, some of the flea markets haven't even opened. Auctions have closed. There was supposed to be a storage auction today. There was supposed to be a storage auction next week, as well as a consignment auction tomorrow. There was an on-site state auction I was going to go to on Saturday. So over the next 2 weeks, I can say, I'm going to be missing out on 4 days of auctions. That might include maybe 1 or 2 days where I have a storage auction or a storage unit to clean out. So, definitely it's kind of slowed down. It's going to be difficult. I'm not in a field on YouTube either where I just sit down and talk about what sells and what sold on eBay and how to make $1 million in 2 days, since there's a lot of people out there on YouTube who do that, or, do video game commentary. Like, I don't do any of that. All I kind of rely on external factors, to kind of boost up the content that I create. So in terms of YouTube as well, I think it's going to kind of slow down. Fortunately for me right now, you guys seen a lot of you've seen a lot of trash picking videos, which seem to be one of the top topics. I'd say the top 2 topics between that and storage units on YouTube that people see to view the most. So those are still going strong. I kind of want to break it up here because otherwise we're going to have 5 straight days of garbage picking. Fortunately for me, I've kind of become prepared a little bit, expecting, if I got sick one day or, something like this might have occurred, I would have videos kind of lined up so I can still put out 5 videos a week. But in terms of that, I definitely noticed that there's going to be a slowdown in terms of what you can possibly do. I'm not too concerned about it. Buying aspect, it just is what it is. I mean, what's the difference between things just being canceled or it just raining? You want to do the flea market. What happens if it rains every weekend like that one year? So I'm not really too concerned with that. I think a lot of people are very concerned about a lot of things right now. And, I just think it's kind of like a bump in the road. Wash your hands. Don't let people sneeze on you. Keep your distance. Stay inside if you want to stay inside. I think a lot of people are kind of stressing out a little bit stronger and a little bit harder than they need to. I think one issue we see in society today, and this is something I've noticed ever since getting into YouTube, is people are often very influenced by what they see. The media especially influences you a certain way, and I'll talk a little about one very controversial person that if you kind of haven't realized by now, I hope if you ever hear his name again down the line, you look back on this video and think, wow, Taco Stacks was right. And that is Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, you can say what he wants politically, or what you think about him politically, or what you think about what he did, but at the end of the day, whenever Colin Kaepernick's name gets mentioned in media, it creates an uproar. All right, it creates an absolute uproar. If you look at comment sections or likes and dislikes on anything on Facebook, on Colin Kaepernick, whether it be ESPN, FanDuel, Yahoo Sports, whatever it is, you will see the likes and interactions on whatever topic it is. If it has Colin Kaepernick in the photo or in the title, go through the roof. These companies are doing that intentionally. They don't care about him. Similar to media today with what's going on, they don't care about the topic itself. They want views, they want clicks, they want interaction. They hype up everything to get you all fired up, similar to what's going on right now, and they get you to interact so they make more revenue. That's it. That's no different than what's going on today. Now, you could say it's a little bit different, it's a little bit more serious, but if you start comparing apples to apples and start looking around and seeing what's going on, you would see what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying this isn't a serious matter. I did not say that. I know people like to interpret certain things. But just really sit down, think about what's going on, think about how things are portraying certain things, and, take some time off. Now is a great time, if you're someone who's self-employed, to do your taxes. For me, it takes me roughly 10 hours to do my taxes. 10 to 12 hours to do everything. Write down all my deductions, calculate all my tax receipt or all my thrift store receipts, figure out where I bought something from eBay, where I bought something from Amazon, where I bought something from Walmart, add up all my business supplies, electrical bill, utilities, stuff like that. Now is a perfect time where you can take 2 days out of the 2 weeks to just do your taxes. That's it. If you want to take a little vacation, take a day off, sit in front of television, sit in front of YouTube, watch something not news related, now is a perfect time. You have a perfect opportunity right now to kind of keep to yourself, organize yourself, prepare for 2020, not to sit there and get stressed out over everything. I think there's a lot of different content creators on YouTube. If you want to binge watch, you can sit down and watch a ton of their videos. Nothing is to be stressed about right now. I think you have to take your precautions and go with it. A lot of people are also worried about financial decisions, financial management, money management, stock market, going downhill. I'll be honest with you, I invested a lot in the stock market. Last 3 days, I went from being up in the stock market from the last 2 years to being down 22% in my stock portfolio. My stock portfolio, when I started, I made money, and now somehow I'm not even broken even. I'm down 22%. It sucks. It's life. It's money. At the end of the day, all it is money. If that's something that's stressing you out, explore different avenues with your money. Keep it in savings. Keep it in cash. Keep it in inventory for flea markets or eBay. There is no reason ever to get stressed over money. All money is money. So what? You accrue some debt. Pay the money back later. It is what it is. I see so many people getting stressed out over that. There's no reason to get upset over any of this. And I kind of wanted to talk about this and kind of address this because I've seen a lot of people really get fired up in the comment section recently on my videos. They've been really pesky. They've been seeing kind of intense in a way, trying to nitpick certain things. And it's kind of really amped up because I think everyone's kind of really tense and in kind of an uproar right now with society. As I'm saying next, oh, you don't even see it. I'm saying right next to a wagon that has a hose in it with a pump on it because I don't even know why that's even on there, where I got that from, but probably got in the trash. But I've been seeing a lot of people just being really, uptight. There's no reason to be uptight. Everything will go away. Like, we're already, I'd say, a quarter of the way through a 2-week process if you're into one of these 2-week processes. Just think of it like this. If there was a snowstorm outside, one of the worst snowstorms you'd have, some of you guys and girls will be locked up for 3 to 5 days anyway. What's another week? I do highly suggest, though, I'm not trying to take away any seriousness from the topic, but if there's anything that's kind of really bothering you, sit down, relax, realize it's only money, it's only time. Everyone gets sick one way or the other. Not everyone's going to get sick from this. Easy does it. I just wanted to really kind of touch base on you guys with that because I know it's been something that's really been bothering a lot of people. Been receiving a lot of messages, and although I don't have any say on what might happen in the future or what people might believe in, just realize we're all going to get through this. It'll be all right. And I think moving forward, everything will be great. I will continue to put out as many videos as I can per week for anyone who might be interested in that and be very curious about that. The topics might have to be switched up a little bit into something else, but we're going to try to stay safe, stay alert, and definitely try to be cautious and preventable towards any future problems in the future. But, you know, as I like to say is like, just take it easy. Now is a perfect time to get things done. Clean out your garage, do your taxes, clean out your closet, talk to your husband or wife for the first time in 6 months. See if they're still working. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been kind of different. Be back to trash picking tomorrow. And, well, catch you guys next time. As always, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.